Today I am with Dr. Prasanta at Guwahati University, the Department of Zoology. Dr. Saikia has done extensive research on the Deepor Beel wetland. He has published more than 165 papers in different journals internationally. He began to conserve the Deepor Beel wetland in 1989 on his own initiative, and thereafter different groups in Guwahati have come up who have begun to come together to conserve the wetland. He is also member of one of the Species Survival Commission of IUCN since 1997. Also at the same time, since 2016, he is the state coordinator of the Wetland International's Asian Waterfall Count. So with so much of experience and having worked in the Deepor Beel, I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot from sir today. So I'll begin to ask you, sir, by wanting to know what is the history of conservation of the wetland.
Actually, thing is that during 1989, when NF Railway wanted to start or construct a railway line during that period through the Deepor Beel. Through, that means in divided Deepor Beel into two parts. During that time, I was a research scholar of the Department of Zoology. I did my research work on the ecology and distribution of different water birds, and as well as some other storks, greater and lesser storks, ecology and biology. And during that time, when I saw that something must be happening in the Deepor Beel, and I saw in some areas in the southern part of the Deepor Beel, land filling started. During that time, I have written one letters to the editor in Sentinel during the month of April in 1989, Deepor Beel in danger. So during that news, lot of responses I have got from different organizations, different persons concerned, even in the lawyers and advocates from the Delhi High Courts. And so in that case, I told my PhD guy, Professor P.C. Bhattacharya, and he then consulted, and again Government of Assam, during that time Saikia, late Saikia was there. And during that time I was a research scholar. I am not taking initiative for that committee. They have formed a committee for the conservation of Deepor Beel, Deepor Beel Conservation Committee. So, lot of actually scientists, lot of professors, senior professor also involved during that conservation committee. But I was from the background, that is, I am giving information and suggestions what need to do, and told my professor P.C. Bhattacharya, and we have discussed together in the department, and he went to the committee meeting and expressed the views. And again, during that time, one of my friends, that is Dr. Osinton, he was a professor of the Assam Engineering College, and he was also very interested, and he also getting that information regarding the Deepor Beel in danger. So, and again during that time, Parag Das, the journalist, he died in some years back. So he was also very much interested. So we organized, one of my friends is there, Monetary Praz, he is now in Durham College, and we three, Washington and Belgorba, he was running a Instar, that is in NGOs during that time, no any other NGOs is working. And so Instar, myself, Prasanta Saikia and the Monetary Press together and organize a press conference in Guwahati, and inviting all the journalists, all the media, particularly some newspapers, Assam Tribunes. And so during that time, we did press conference, we discussed about to conserve, why we need to conserve, so what is happening, everything we express our views among the gatherings. So that is started, and we thought that we have to write at least one article in each That was in a Budvar. Every issue we have written and lot of articles, and even the Prantik also, and Tribune, and so a lot of other newspapers writing some articles, press conference, news also. So that is happening. So during the time conservation started, and the committee also discussed a lot of things. They have diverted directly dividing the wetlands into two parts, and they have constructed they decided to construct the rail lines in the southern boundaries, and they agreed to do something that is conservation work, such as although they will construct the railway lines, but they will not allow to encroach the lands, first thing. And also in both the railway line, that is some plantation must be done so that no disturbance will occur further for the birds exist in the republic. But I don't know whether it is happened, why it was not implemented. So that is report I have also in my hand. So that is in a very bad condition, of course. It is very old documents. So after that, lot of NGOs are come up. Laterally, Oranya also coming. Lot of others NGOs in and around Guwahati also coming. So that is nothing is happening for the conservation. Only first thing is the railway line has been stopped, but they constructed others. So after that, what happened? So in 2007, I again discussion with the Assam Tribune editor. So we have to do something about, because still it is encroachment is going on, field up is going on, digging of wetlands is going on, some pollutant releasing pollutant is also going on. So what we have to do? Then during that time, that is as per my suggestion of my friends, I have organized one that is in movement, that is community movement, 2007. Something during that time there was some assembly going on to actually focus through assembly. That is Deepor conservation community, lot of people, cooperative school students, college students, university community and their community also accompany with us. We have done that is thing. So that is conservation is going on. So a lot of other things is, but I have not seen any conservation activities initiated. Lot of people's, even administration also started conservation several times. Estate also started conservation several times. But half work done, and after that they actually discarded that concept. So, but that is, Deepor is a natural landscape. We need to conserve the Deepor in naturalistic way, not by the artificial way, because these types of natural wetland is not exist anywhere except our Guwahati or Assam. So our concept must be own innovative concept, so that we could conserve Deepor in naturalistic way, so that all the biodiversity must be conserved along with the bird species, lot of endemic plants, endemic animals, and lot of people, fishermen and community in and around. They are actually depend on the Deepor. So we need to conserve Deepor in naturalistic way, naturalistic view. But I have no idea about whether in this process Deepor will conserve in future.
So also, because you rightly said the community must take part in conservation.
Yeah.
Why is it that it is not taking place in Deepor? Why doesn't, although it may be at a very small level the community preserves the wetland, but is there not a initiative from the side of government, or I mean, what is the scenario of community preservation?
Actually, the thing is that government is not initiated for conservation. They are always initiated, every time initiated, but the process by which they are doing, they cannot do themselves. Government, supposing ministers, officials, they cannot do. They are giving that responsibility to other parts, but how they are implemented, that is a question. So but the government has definitely, in some time to time, different governments are coming. After the different government, they every day, suppose one thing is that one government not allowed to encroach and the construction or any other activities going on in the republic, and next government will come, they allow. So gradually this is happening. So all efforts in earlier government will completely lost. Again, suppose next government is coming, they are also start conservation. Maybe some last government again will come, that will restore. So this is happening because that is in the bureaucratic levels or any other levels. People, those are involved, they do not have any concept regarding the ecology. The people, those are involved, they will not visit the Deepor Beel. They have very limited knowledge. They are carrying the concept from the outside where there is no such types of natural wetlands. Some people may coming from the Rajasthan, some people may coming from Punjab, Delhi, some Kolkata, where there is no such types of very pure natural landscapes, so important natural landscapes. So that is why they are not asking any ecologists exist in Goa University to do some suggestions or to even not enroll in their community, in their committee to conserve the Deepor Beels. So that is maybe there because how it is formed, why it is happening, that is actually I have no any idea.
So tell us about the alternative way of conservation where communities take part. Where communities play a very major role in preserving, for example, of a very particular species.
Yeah, definitely, sure. Only community can conserve because we are conserving only for community. If community is there, things that we no need to conserve, then we cannot conserve it. So even in the Sanctuary National Park, if community in and around is not allowed, you see the conservation process. There are three sectors. One is scientific sector, one is sociological sectors, other is management sector. Management sector they are doing the forest department. Scientific sector we are doing. Social sector community. So that is without any sector, suppose one sector is not available, then we cannot do anything.
But what do particular species, for example the greater adjutant stork, what do this kind of particular species, what kind of impact do they have on the lives of communities? Is there an impact?
Pardon me?
Is there a certain cultural impact on communities? For example, is there some village which feels that the greater adjutant stork is very important for their culture or for their lives or in any way?
So you see, greater adjutant stork is our biological resources. So this is the precious across the world globes. In Southeast Asia, greater adjutant stork was distributed earlier very widely. Large breeding colony was existing in Thailand, not Thailand, in the Burma, and also in Sundarban area, Bangladesh Sundarban areas, and also in some areas in India and Northeast India, and Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand. But now you see their breeding colony has been completely restricted. The very stronghold nesting pairs exist only in Assam, and second one is the Cambodia. So in third one recently developed in Bihar. So that is the only sources for the conservation. So this is our natural endangered species. First thing, community has tremendous importance to conserve any biological resource, biodiversity component for their survival. They clean lot of garbage food. That is their habit behavior because of this natural selection. So not that nowadays the absence of food material in the natural habitat, they are coming to the garbage. Lot of people are saying like that. That is not that. Because of the natural selection, two species of adjutant storks are found worldwide. One in Africa, that is marabou stork. Other is greater adjutant stork. Two species. They are mainly depend on the garbage centers. That is, they can adjust to survive in nature. Because otherwise, other species like lesser adjutant storks, there will be some competition occur. So in natural condition, they actually avoided the competition. So that is why natural selection possesses these greater adjutant storks coming towards the garbage feeding. But throughout the annual cycle, they are not using the garbage food. So during breeding season, they are using the live food. During pre-breeding season, they are leaving the live food. Because during that time, water is available, no competition between two species. But after that, when large amount of food required and some scarcity time, food required, they directly come to the garbage center because there is a very huge, 10 kgs, very huge birds. So for survival, they need lot of food. But where they will get food? In the wetlands, this is not possible. Because most of the wetlands are completely eradicated, fish are completely eradicated by the people because they are consuming, they are surviving based on that fishermen. So that is why they are coming towards the garbage for survival to spend other months of the year. So that is why community has tremendous, actually there is importance of the garbage stores because you see they clean our environment. Earlier what happened? Before 1992, I have seen lot of garbage stores feeding the dead animal carcass along with the vultures. So they are falling to the open ground. They clean all these dead animal fleshes. Otherwise that may create some problem to the people. So some disease may be spread. So that is why they are cleaning our environment. They are environmental cleaners. So that is nature produce, nature create that types of animal so that human civilization can be survived. So that is tremendous. Again you see in the wetlands they consume only the maimed or diseased fish. So if that is exists, then that disease will be spread along other non-diseased animals, fish. So they clean, they consume all these things. So disease concentration will become diluted. So that is another important aspect. So otherwise that disease, when it is become concentrated, that will go to the human body. So that is why every year, every animal have tremendous importance in our ecosystem. For that, always helping for the survival in comfortably in the cities, in the villages, or our biosphere.
So, but in the dump yard, the stocks are also feeding on plastic and on probably on electronic waste or something. Is it not harmful for their life system?
Definitely that is harmful because they do not know about that. Plastics are dumped along with other dead animals. They are searching only for the dead animals, but in some cases it is difficult to consume clean dead animal flesh because in otherwise if you fail the dead animals meat or flesh into the wetlands, I have observed it that they are washing the flesh and then consume. But there is no scope for washing in the garbage. So that is actually not very much affected. But like if anybody spreads some dangerous chemicals to the garbage, so most of the animal died because of the pouring some dangerous chemical pesticides to reduce the obnoxious gases and smell from the garbage dumps. So that is probably intentionally or unknowingly or knowingly or secretly, that is nobody knows. So that is why when they consume their aliment, they can completely dissolve and they die. So but their behavior and habit is mainly during that season, particularly during the summer season and after the nestling placed, and they directly return to the garbage sectors.
So one last question. Is there also a cycle of regeneration of the wetland, of the water, of the
repurification?
Yes.
Yeah. Water, any natural ecosystem, particularly in the tropical area like us, tremendous scope and tremendous capacity. That is not actually really, scope is not appropriate term. That is a tremendous capacity of the natural wetland to repurification. So you see, lot of microorganisms are found in the ecosystem. Lot of microorganisms, lot of small organisms that exist in the ecosystem. They are doing what they are doing, like our engineer and like technologies. So they are repurified their own ecosystem, not the Deepor ecosystem, their own habitat, own ecosystem, so that they can survive comfortably in the ecosystem. They can propagate, they can increase their population in the ecosystem. So that is why they are doing their own work. But that is not directly in help to the ecosystem, but they are doing their own. Based on that, other animals also get help. So that is a tremendous capacity. So that is, I think, if the problem, that is the perturbation causes, if it is stopped, then again after 1 year it will completely purify.
So what are the perturbation causes?
Perturbation causes, suppose you discard some discard some bad chemicals. Anybody dig the wetlands, fill up the wetlands, that will take hundreds of years. So that is, it is very difficult.
Thank you so much, sir. I have greatly enriched my knowledge by talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.